Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fascinating election night in the United States of America. While many had predicted that this was going to be a neck-to-neck fight between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, it has turned out to be a completely different picture altogether. Historic win undoubtedly for Donald Trump. In fact, remember, he's the second president to have come back after a loss. And what makes this very victory for Donald Trump special? Let's now tell you what's the overall picture really looking right now as the counting is almost getting over in several of the states. Of the total 538, 277 stacked up for Donald Trump and 226 for Kamala Harris. Now that's the picture really looking at as far as the electoral college is concerned. The popular vote also moving towards Donald Trump right now. We'll also give you a breakdown of the swing states in a short while from now and what has really moved towards Donald Trump. The 7 big states, the key states, the swing states as they call it in the American parlance, and of course the fact that they've been able to also retain their stronghold. Let's take you through the other details now coming in as far as the picture that looks like. Now this has basically fueled the win for Donald Trump. The 7 key states, the 7 swing states that we've been talking about, starting with the fact that you have about 19 electoral votes coming in from Pennsylvania. Now that's the tricky state which has swung in the past for the Democrats, but now back in the saddle for Donald Trump. Then of course you have the 2 others. North Carolina in fact came in much early in the kitty. Then of course Georgia being called in and Arizona and Michigan being the others. Nevada and Wisconsin, as far as Nevada is concerned, remember the voting got over much late. In fact, we've been told that Nevada has been called in a short while back. So these are the 7 states, the 7 key states that has fueled the victory for Donald Trump. Let's quickly take you through what has transpired in the last few hours.
Next to you and defender still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond.
Donald Trump has painted the US map with red after his landslide victory in the US presidential election.
When it left, it was beautiful, shiny white.
Trump beat Kamala Harris in what was touted to be the toughest presidential race in decades.
I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that...
He won the battleground states of Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Wisconsin and Georgia, helping him secure more than 270 electoral votes. The 78-year-old outran Kamala Harris despite several controversies and criminal charges like the New York hush money case, the classified documents case, as well as the election interference case. His protectionist policy aimed at strengthening American economy and trade, giving more jobs to Native Americans and ending wars in the Middle East worked in his favor.
Take a look what happened.
An assassination attempt during a rally in Pennsylvania in July, in which he, despite being shot at, fist pumped the air as a sign of courage, turned his opponents into sympathy votes.
God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This was the 3rd time Donald Trump ran for the top job. He became president of the United States for the first time in 2017, but lost his re-election bid to Joe Biden in 2020. In his victory speech, he thanked his supporters and said that this is the golden age for America and he will make the country great again.
Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
The curtains have closed on the polls, but for America, this is the new dawn under Trump 2.0.
Right, viewers, now of course we have to understand that what does this really mean for India. For that we'll go across to Shravan once again to understand how does Trump Sarkar 2.0 would pan out for New Delhi. Shravan.
Well, in fact, there is always a Teflon coating when it comes to India-US relationship, already celebrating 25 years. But bolstering this is the personal chemistry between the two leaders. That's Prime Minister Modi and President-elect Donald Trump. In fact, you've had the congratulatory message really coming in, pictures that were put out by the Prime Minister. Let's now talk about what Trump's presidency would essentially mean for India, and how does that really work for us? One, in terms of the fact that he's already spoken extensively as far as the tariffs are concerned. Now, does that really have a direct impact? If at all there is a higher tariff on the Chinese product, does that give us the boost, the impetus as far as Make in India products are concerned? Let's move on to the other. India's exports could actually gain a major advantage. Now, that's where you have the Indian companies playing a very important role. Energy costs might actually decrease. That could again benefit India, and India has largely been talking about. Indian oil companies may also benefit. Now here, remember, India has already benefited with the kind of sanctions that were initially brought in as far as Russia is concerned, but they found a different way. Products, petroleum products that were essentially being sold to the European market by India actually gave that impetus. Now let's take you through the others. Manufacturing, defense sectors could actually grow. If you really look at the agreements that have been signed by both sides, could actually help up to give the much needed impetus to manufacturing sector. Companies that are running in both the nations may actually gain. So now let me just tell you why it works out. As far as the protectionist regime that you are really looking at, as far as the Republicans are concerned, they are largely looking at how exactly Indian companies as well as American companies really benefit. Now here you would have Indian companies really getting into the picture. Supply chain efficiency likely to improve. There too, India sees a major role that they can play in terms of the companies that are on the supply side. Opportunities for Indian defense firms. Now that is an area that has been a work in progress, with India hoping that their reliance on Russia is taken away, and perhaps that opportunity comes in from the United States of America. So opportunities for Indian defense firm. Business climate could actually improve. You've already seen the thumbs up that has come in from the Indian markets right now, moment after the election was called. Indian equity markets could also benefit, because largely you're looking at the space that has been given in terms of investment. So that another area that you would see the boost really coming in from the equity market too. So Rakshita, here clearly the Trump presidency could actually have its own benefit. You've heard the Indian diaspora largely talking about the fact how they have been benefiting in the US, particularly with the interest rates and a few other issues too. So here India is all poised to perhaps gain from the presidency once again.
Absolutely, Shravan. We, of course, will delve further into that. But right now, we will be shifting our focus to that victory speech after, once again being elected as the President of the United States. Viewers, let's take a listen into excerpts from Donald Trump's victory speech that was loaded with emotions and a lot of, thankfulness to the voters, to the supporters like Elon Musk particularly, was there at this stage, and, of course, the promises that he has made.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
Donald Trump addressed his supporters after scripting a grand comeback to the White House. Defeating his Democratic rival Kamala Harris in the presidential elections, Trump's victory speech was a picture of certainty that the red wave had indeed drowned the Democrats. Addressing a crowd of supporters, Trump delivered a rousing victory speech, exuding confidence and pledging to restore America's greatness.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
Describing the Republican campaign as the greatest political movement of all time, here's what Trump had to say.
We're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. It is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible. So I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family.
In his victory speech, Trump thanked his supporters, running mate J.D. Vance, wife Melania Trump, and his children for their support in what has been a challenging campaign.
I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Oh, no, she's done a great job, works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance.
He also gave a shout-out to Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who has been voicing support for Trump.
President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting.
Let me tell you, we have a new star. A star is born, Elon. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character, he's a special guy, he's a super genius. We have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them.
Talking about crude oil, the 78-year-old Republican stated with conviction that liquid gold is going to pay off their debts.
Let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it.
Mincing no words, Trump fortified his stance on the immigration issue.
We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally.
A massive factor in Trump's victory was the Republican sweep in 7 swing or the battleground states. Trump's address was celebrated by a raucous crowd of supporters who greeted him with resounding cheers and chants of USA.
And viewers, now we are going to tell you how there were Modi chants reverberating while Trump was delivering that victory speech in Florida. Take a look at this video and we'll just put that audio up to help you hear how there were Modi chants in the air while Trump was delivering that speech.
Make America healthy again. Make America healthy again. Make America healthy again.
All right, viewers, we're getting in breaking news right now. Now, BJP has dubbed the interrogation